2025 slam dunk contest and the 3-point contest shootout. I mean, first we can start off with the 3-point contest. Now this one, I mean, they had a Buddy Hield in it, Dame, Tyler Hero, Norman Powell.
Dame was the defending 2-time champion, right?
Yeah, Dame was a defending 2-time champion. He got eliminated the first round. I mean, this 3-point shootout, I mean, it did live up to the hype. Also, the skill challenge was funny because Chris Paul
and Wemby tried to cheat.
When I saw it, like when I saw them basically cheating, like it was just embarrassing. But this
total Chris Paul move.
This 3-point shootout did live up to expectation. I never would have thought that Tyler Hero would have won. I thought Buddy Hield would have won, especially because he was already at 30. I think his first round he hit like 29 or 30 shots.
He hit 31, I believe, and tied the record. I think Steph had the most no matter what round. That 31 was the highest that anyone had gotten at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And he tied it in the first round, and then he like shot like crap in the second round. I think he hit like 15 or something.
Pure Buddy Hield. That's exactly why you never bet on him, because he's not consistent at all. Even in real games, he's not consistent.
And everyone wasn't consistent in the final round because I think Hero only shot like 24.
Yeah.
And ended up coming in first when usually most years in the 3-point contest, you look at the winner and it's like, there's usually between 25 and 30.
True.
And he won with being a little bit below that. So, that was definitely shocking to see. And then you have the dunk championship,
which was amazing. It was trash and amazing at the same time. I mean,
2 good dunkers, 2 trash.
Yeah, 2 good dunkers, 2 trash. I mean, the person from the Bulls, Matisse from the Bulls. I mean, like, you can see the tall white dude. You can see that, like, the move that he was trying to do would have been a good move if he would have hit it at the first try, but he kept trying and kept trying and kept trying. And, like, what I noticed in this dunk contest, like, you gotta have your, like, if you try,
you gotta have your stuff together.
No, but you have to have that stuff together. But on top of that, like, if you try the dunk twice and you failed it, have a backup dunk. Because if you finally do that dunk you've been trying to do the third time, you're not gonna get no good points out of it. So you might as well do something else. Just do a windmill, or do a half court, do a free throw line windmill or something like that. I said half court windmill. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, do a half court windmill, please. I would definitely like to see that. Giannis and Wemby, please do that for us.
You got some Space Jam stuff right there.
But yeah, you can see like a lot of them didn't have a backup dunk when maybe their first dunk wasn't working. But yeah, that dude from the Bulls was Bucelis or whatever his name is. He had a couple of dunks where you could see that like it was good, but it seemed like he was too nervous. And he missed them so much that he did some lame dunks. I mean, one of them, he didn't even make a dunk, and they still gave him a 40, which is crazy. And then, Castle actually had some good dunks.
Castle, he had some really good dunks. He definitely did surprise me. I feel like, I mean, the way that second round went, like, you had to get, like, the one guy 50, one guy 49, like, one guy 50, one guy 49. Then he ended up getting 50 after that. Like, you had. That was amazing. Like, he jumped over what's the name? Evan Mobley. He jumped over Evan Mobley.
Standing on top of
him. Yeah, exactly. And usually when you see like basketball players like dunk over somebody else, they're like, oh yeah, he dunked over him. But if you look at the slow mo, like, he put his hand down, like he
put his hand on his back and pushed himself up, or he had the guy put his head down, so he really didn't jump over him.
Yeah,
fully over him.
But this one was crazy. He jumped over a car. And then after that, he jumped over Evan Mobley, tapped the rim, then dunked it. Like,
that was nice. Yeah.
Then he did like the double dunk. You saw the double dunk? Like,
he did the right hand windmill with the left hand tap and dunk. Like, that was pretty wild.
Exactly. So I mean,
and it was like Castle would have a good dunk, and then just Mac would have like a 20 out of 10 dunk. And even Castle was like, I don't know what is this guy on, man? Like,
exactly.
Can't do nothing.
You can't do nothing. I mean, but now he finally three-peated, and now it has everybody talking. Like, Ja saying he wants to be in it, Giannis saying that he want to be in it too. I mean, you just said Aaron Gordon also talked about it. Like, he mentioned something about it too. So I mean, that'd be fire. But
Max putting the league on notice. I mean, he's technically not even an NBA player. He's been in the G League the past 3 years, and he's a 3-time NBA dunk champion, which is pretty wild.
With that check.
And he said that, he's not going to come back unless, he has like a real challenge, because they keep on putting him, with other young guys, but none of the vets or none of the, stars are doing it. But if Anthony Edwards and John Morant and Giannis or Aaron Gordon do it, and Mac, that would be a hell of a show. If they could get all the stars, they might need to make it a 6-person dunk contest. Because like back in the day, it used to be like 6 people. They shortened it to a 4-person dunk contest, but back in the day, they used to have more people. They would have like 3 rounds.
Yeah, I remember that back in the day.
Yeah, there used
like
to be
back
more
in the day with the Vince Carters and the with Tracy McGrady did it, Vince Carter, Steve Francis, when Nate Robinson and them used to do it with Dwight Howard.
Yeah,
those would be the good dunk contests. I mean, but it would be kind of embarrassing. What if Ja and like Giannis and them get into the dunk contest and they lose? Like, would that affect the whole?
I mean, no, because you think about it. Back in the day, Michael Jordan did dunk contests, and other people like Clyde Drexler and Dominique Wilkins and all of them, and they won some and lost some, and no one was like, "Yo, they suck."
True that.
Some guy just might have been on it with his dunks that day, especially if it's trick dunks. That's not like a normal skill. So that's just kind of how it goes. So no, I think like LeBron kind of ruined it, where he made like everyone like, oh, if LeBron's so scared he's gonna ruin his image, like I won't do it.
True that. I feel like that did definitely slow everything down. Like once LeBron entered the league, I mean, because he already
refused to do it.
Yeah, he refused to do it, and he already did the dunk contest with the McDonald thing, so he could have did those exact same dunks. I mean, like nobody would have cared that long as he did it. And I'm pretty sure he would have won it.
He lied like 4 times, which is the worst. He said like next year I'm gonna be in the dunk contest next year. They would always ask him when he would be like on the sidelines watching the dunk contest. He said next year like 4 years in a row. That's why people say LeBron lies all the time. And like, why is he always reading the first page of a book?
Exactly. But speaking of LeBron lying, and speaking